Yeah, let me put it on this miraculous, this beautiful comeback I'm ready to do. Hey, look at this shit, man!
Speed is the name
look
of the game
when it comes
to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So fourth down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag, that's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The first half did not go their way.
I love you. I'll talk to you later.
Matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
You've been getting this crazy.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
God damn, that nigga fast.
Well, still down.
Where he come from?
Several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they're in some hot water now. After after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
How you know I want to read him?
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass. Or he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo being chased out left. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone. And this is caught.
What?
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple.
Man, they need to stop with the bullshit. That shit is buffoonery. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
That's what the fucking field, bro. That's all I'm going to
stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.
You better do the right thing like Spike Lee.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo now.
Oh, my.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense,
what is Bobby doing?
Every situation.
I don't like the fact.
And in this case,
I just don't like the fact they don't let you.
Because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. be taken down here at about the 11. 8 yards to go on second down.
Heaven, I know you getting on my nerves. Okay? Upstairs. Shit.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
Interception. Come on, guys.
Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Shit, so fucking fun.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that
Man,
time.
look how much time ran off the clock.
And that is going to
Celebration clock not even on. That should still be running off.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That big old bacon look like a game before God says duh. See, I got to flex it.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now it's Wilson. On the move to his left.
That was bullshit.
Out of the scramble, it's 2nd down. Carson is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none. Because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively.
Oh, come on!
Now San
I
Francisco
clicked both meters and they let him call a timeout.
That's going to leave him with just one
This shit is unbelievable.
here in this fourth quarter.
Man, this shit is unbelievable.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
Oh, you know, you should know that. I'm sick of this
that
play.
type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
I'm sick of that.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's all I ask.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Shut that shit down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Fuck what you trying to look. Give me that shit!
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Cisco, stop your fucking line, man. God damn, bro.
Is not for every quarterback, because
man,
really
it's 3 motherfuckers right there, Cisco. You still saying it should have been a catch? Come on, man. Stop it, bro. Stop it. God damn.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over.
Fuck me, man. This game is fucking bullshitting me right now.
Hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
As you can see,
2nd and 10 coming
going
up.
for that shit either. I'm going for that shit. Yeah. Let's switch that shit back over there.
2nd down. Here's
come here, man. I ain't going for that shit no more.
This one up to about his 14. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Shouldn't even took me this long to find some shit for it.
He's going to drop this underneath to most.
4th down. What you going to do?
He is very
Barbecue
close to a
mildew.
1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Barbecue mildew.
Garoppolo to throw for it on
Barbecue mildew. Barbecue or motherfucking mildew, nigga!
Picked off by Sidney Jones.
That's a pick! Sexy! I don't even know why I let this bump get up on me like how he is.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before.
Because you disrespectful.
You know, really
what I'm
beat up
saying?
in
You
that
feel like Tay
situation.
ain't hitting on shit right now. I'm going to go at his motherfucking neck. You feel me? 35. Yeah.
And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to
You ain't going to finish it up.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal
I tell you this, you ain't going to finish it off with that bullshit ass run you trying to do. You're not going to finish it off with that bullshit ass run you trying to do, nigga.
They don't lie. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark. He's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And once again, it's Eskridge. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught. No,
this nigga, oh my fucking goodness. I cannot believe he just done that, bro.
I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43.
I cannot believe he
Myers' kick is good.
Done that stupid-ass animation to jump up and catch the ball.
Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see
Hey, yo, man needs to stop, bro. I'm clicking both of the shits and they still letting them get his shit off, bro. Come on, man. This shit phony, bro. They still letting them call a timeout and shit, bro.
And the 49er hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh my goodness, that's a pick!
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not
Yo, that is a fucking pick six!
Fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Hey, Ray, ask that nigga what the score is, though, now.
Yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Yeah, you better let that shit take out. Yeah, me too.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
He's up 28-3, bro.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And for one of the
He was
first
up 28-3
tonight, he's going to be
at
held up
halftime.
at the line of scrimmage. Now Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I dare you try me.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And unable to
they should have gave me a second. They cheating, bro.
And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
Yeah, I got that right there, too. All right, bro. Bro, I'll holler at y'all, bro. Y'all hold it down, bro.